Hey everybody, welcome back to Asagao Academy. We just found this guy in the closet. That's all I'm gonna say. We're gonna talk to him. Someone's in that closet. I was not expecting someone in that closet. Why was someone in the closet?
Hey!
Hey! Gerard waved to the person, then closed the door, turning back to me. Who? Sorry if he scared you. What? Anyways, that's it for the tour. How was that? He beamed. I hesitated, but seeing his eyes twitch slightly, though better than to bring it back up. It was awesome. Thank you so much. I learned a lot about the school and about you and your friends. It really makes me feel included. No problem. Not at all. I like helping out. I wish I had someone to show me around when I first got here. You have no idea how long it took me to find all the secret tunnels and make a complete map of campus. Secret tunnels? I want to know more. Absolutely. Yeah, oh man, I gotta show you. Gerard glanced at the clock hanging on the wall and winced. Oh. Darn, I gotta get going. I have homework to do, but if you ever need more help, I'm here for you. He got out his notebook and scribbled something down. Then he ripped out and gave it to me. Here. My phone number, dorm number, address, parents' phone number, email, Facebook, and blipper information. Don't hesitate to ask me anything.
See you later.
Wow! I'll see you later, Hannah. It was really great spending time with you. Ow! Wow! Just like that, he was gone. I put the paper in my bag, chuckling softly to myself, then paused. I had to check. We were in front of the supply closet the whole time, and I fought the urge to open the door after Gerard closed it. I was going to see who it was in there. And it's nobody. Darkness. The light was off this time. I slid my hand across the wall looking for the switch and flipped it. There was no one in the closet. I froze. Stole all the paints and construction paper that lined the walls. He wasn't in here, and this was the only exit. I closed the door, blinked hard. I walked straight back to my dorm room. Forget about it. Just forget about it. Ignoring that last incident, Gerard truly went out of his way to show what he was thinking about me. In fact, I got in the impression he was this way for everyone, maybe even everything. He was thorough, very thorough, and when he wanted to help you, he did everything in his power to do so. Maybe it hadn't meant much to him, but it meant a lot for me. I returned to the dorm and crawled into bed with a smile on my face, ready to take on the next day. This time I knew I wouldn't get lost. Yes, who's smart? Oh my, Jared. Oh, poor Jared. This is scary. Maya and I arrived at Poppy Hall the next morning and immediately became clear. Something changed. Posters drenched in nausea-looking neon colors were plastered on the lockers. Several students gathered to take a look. Oh my gosh. We walked over to one of the walls to get a better look. Is that Jared? When Maya didn't respond, I looked at her. The expression on her face told me that her mind wandered somewhere that would have made a cat girl blush. Or made a cat girl? Made a girl blush. Maya, you're drooling. That seemed to jolt her out of her fantasy. She lifted up a sleeve to wipe the drivel on her chin. I am not. What were those posters for? Well, last year Jared put on a fashion show. It looks like he's doing it again this year. I didn't know Jared was into fashion. Maya shrugged. He's not. I waited for some type of clarification.
He's so cute.
One time in biology, I saw him take off his sweater and his shirt got stuck to it and pulled it up. I swear he had like 20 abs. I waited in vain.
Good morning.
Hello, ladies. Oh, no. Hey, Jared. Nice to see you again. Maya and I whipped around. There stood Jared in all his glittering, magnificent glory. Maya's face turned a blushing pink. The most beautiful guy in school. I see you're admiring my totally sweet posters. Yeah? I like your abs. With sudden soul-crushing realization of what she just said, her expression twisted into a mixture of horror and disgust. Jared was unfazed. Thanks, but Hannah, it was actually you I wanted to speak to. Why would he want to talk to me? Oh, yeah, okay, what's up? Jared looked expectantly at Mai. She didn't move. Realizing that she was in trouble, I nudged her with my elbow as subtly as I could. Hey. Smack! Right in the face. Mai, would you go get me a soda? I'm really thirsty. Without a word, Mai scuttled away. Jared turned back to me, and a cool glint in his eye. He seemed used to the effect he had on women. I want to talk to you about the fashion show, actually. You're new here and all, so you probably don't know, but every year I like to put on a little fashion show to showcase my modeling skills. Wait, what? You know, just to make sure people don't forget what I'm capable of. He reached into his pocket and pulled out a stack of glossy photos and thrust them into my hands. I stared down at them in awe. I'm gonna need to bleach my eyeballs after that. But that looks like Aaron from Game Grumps. Oh my goodness. I flipped through them, started to notice a pattern. As you can tell, my beauty is something that simply can't go to waste. Like to hold a fashion show here at Asagao. Okay, what was it? I'll be right back. I need to calm down. Okay, I'm good. Alright guys, sorry about that. I like to hold a fashion show here at Asagao Academy to ensure everyone gets their yearly dose of Pro Jared. I flipped to the last photo, head shot up my neck and into my ears. Or heat shot up my neck and into my ears. Surely this was some kind of joke. I shoved the stack of photos back at him, wiping my sweaty palms against my skirt. What does this have to do with me? I have been a touch rude. Jared, as smooth as ever, simply smiled. I think you have potential, Hannah. He suddenly leaned in close to me, so close that in fact I could smell his cologne, a musky, sweet aroma of earthy scents and ham? Potential for what exactly? Jared shifted his mouth so close to my ear I could feel its heat. For greatness. He reached into his shirt pocket and retrieved a small slip of paper. With quivering hands, I accepted it.
All right.
My card. My number's on the bottom if you're ever interested. I could teach you a thing or two about modeling. I stared down at the card in my hand, feeling that if I looked away, it would disappear. By the time I gathered the courage to face him again, Jared was gone. Feeling quite dizzy, I headed for the class, the business card strangled to death in my white-knuckled hand. I am not doing that! By the time I got through the milling students into the classroom, Mai was sitting at her desk, face down and completely still. I took my seat and twisted around to poke the dejected Mai-shaped heap. She didn't budge. Hey. Mai? Mai? I heard a muffled groan of despair.
I can't believe this.
I'm such a social disaster. No, you're not. I tried to sound comforting, but I was never good at this sort of thing. Mai finally lifted her head from her desk. What's that? She motioned to the business card with what was still in my hand. I set it in front of her. Maya praised it for a long minute with a blank face, as if I set a rare artifact in front of her that she didn't actually believe it was real. Her eyebrows pulled together. He gave you his number? Well, yeah, sort of, I mean. Not really. He said I should call him if I want him to teach me how to model like him? It was embarrassing to even say the words. It felt awkward in my mouth. The moment I said them out loud, I wish I could grab them back and swallow them. I expected Mai to give me a once-over before making an off-the-cuff comment about how I wasn't nearly pretty enough to be a model. But she didn't. Yeah. He, totally wants to get with you. I don't really want to get with him. Her tone was a matter of fact. I gaped. What? No, he doesn't. Why would you say that?
Bingo.
Oh, okay, Hannah. I've taken enough big boy classes, big girl classes, to know when a guy fully wants you and Jared, like, fully wants you. Okay, I am not including this scene in my recording, probably. I don't know. This is awkward. Mortified, I snatched the business card back off her desk and shoved it into my jacket pocket. Turning away, my cheeks felt like they were on fire. By now, the classroom was filled with students. They chattered amongst themselves, but the white noise of their conversations wasn't loud enough to drown my out. Out of the corner of my eye, I could see John and PBG seated in their desks at the back of the classroom. I'm talking serious grabby hands in the back of Dad's Camaro here. You're going to make babies with Pro Jared, Hannah. Little glittering Jared babies. I don't feel comfortable with this. No! Yeah, Hannah, there you go. No, I am not going to. You're totally crazy. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, hello, Miss Uka. Thanks for clearing up the entire conversation I was having. Thank you for saving my life. Miss Uka, like some kind of angel, cleared her throat at the front of the class. I exhaled greatly and sunk down in my seat. Oh, thank you. When class finally ended, Maya and I headed for the cafeteria. The incident forgotten in her hurried attempt to explain Miss Uka's scandalous last relationship. Seriously? He spent all that time trying to choose between her and some dead chick who ain't liked him because he looked like her ex-boyfriend? I mean, who does that? A lot of people. Yeah. We got our food and hesitated in the middle of the room, looking at the normal boots table. Neither of us wanted to go up and demand a seat, especially after wiggling our way in the day before. But what if they changed their mind? But Satch noticed us and, standing like lost lambs in the middle of the room, waved us over.
Hey, girl.
Hey, girl, how was class? Oh, you know, normal. Boo! Satch nodded and turned away, having been in the middle of talking to Josh. That was awkward. Despite how familiarity he treated me, I still don't know how to talk to him, or any of them. I looked across the table and locked eyes with PBG, who stared at me like I was a baby German shepherd. How do you do that? Someone show me how to do that! You...
Alright!
Cookies! What?
Oh, sick.
You brought us cookies! You're the best, Gerard! Paul sprang out of his chair and practically tackled Gerard.
Huh?
Whoa! Calm down there! There's more than enough cookies to go around. Oh, jeez. Gerard started passing the cookies around the table, but paused. You're back again. He looked at Mai and me, and I tried to ignore the disappointment on his face. Well, here. He handed us each a cookie and then headed back across the cafeteria. I stared at the small chocolate chips melting in the warm cookie. Did he not want us here? But he was so nice yesterday. He didn't even want to eat the cookie. I didn't want to eat the cookie. Not if he was going to be as two-faced as that. Hey! Watch where you're walking next time. A sheepish Gerard stood next to a short, skinny boy who was holding his tray above his head. I'm sorry, I'll be more careful. Oh, you're from Normal Boots Club. Wait, you're the guy who plays Itty Bitty Kitties, aren't you? The boy sneered. How the heck did you manage to get in with a group like that?
Huh?
They're my friends. Playing with those stupid dolls? Your embarrassment. The kid's friends were hitting his shoulders, looking from Gerard to our table with panicked eyes.
I like what I
think they're fun. Whatever. The kid was led off by his friends. Gerard came back and sat down at the table. That was weird. Gerard sat down and began happily munching on his cookie, looking for all the world like he didn't even care about what just happened. I scanned the cafeteria for the boy who heckled them and found him sitting alone at a table, head in his hands, and his friend left him behind. What was that about? Oh, that I used to get it all the time. I collect itty bitty kitty figurines. You know, that kid's show with the 5 kittens who live in the kitten town. Aw, that's cute. They were originally supposed to have magic powers, but whatever, I collect their figurines. They're so cute. I collect packers. I have my little floof again. she's always sitting here on my little desk. It's always fun. I almost got them all. I'm only missing Princess Pumpernickel. She's the rarest. But why was that guy making fun of you? Doesn't it bother you? I was afraid of bringing up bad feelings, but Gerard just shook his head. It looks kind of weird, right? A teenage boy collecting toys meant for little girls?
Uh-huh.
But I like them, so I don't let it bother me. Sorry, I didn't bring enough cookies the first time, Hannah. I forgot that you were joining us again, but I'm glad you're here. I bit my lip. See, Hannah? He was being nice the entire time, and here you were jumping to the conclusions. Hey, your cookie will get cold if you don't eat it. I unwrapped the cookie, scents of chocolate and cinnamon hit me. I broke off a piece and popped it into my mouth. Gerard whispered something into Nick's ear, who started laughing so hard milk came out of his nose. Was he really okay with people making fun of him? I couldn't believe it. I didn't believe it. At my old school, people make fun of me every day. It was utter heck. There was no way he could just brush it off like that. Not when I'd tried so hard to do the same. But as I finished the cookie and started on my ramen, and Gerard continued to laugh with the rest of the normal boots, I wonder whether it was impossible as I always thought. Well, that's actually an interesting thing to kind of leave off this episode. Yes, everybody has to go through high school and whatnot, has to deal with bullies and other such people who are just plain jerks. You know what? If you really want to know, go ahead and ask me and I will tell you my entire story, but probably not in the comment section. I don't know yet. I might do a draw me story later on if I get to a good amount of subscribers that are interested. But yeah, that would be fun, because I love art too. And yeah, stuff like this happens all the time, and it's really sad that that happens in such a place where you are basically confined to go to school and bullied all the time. This is horrible. Oh, poor Hannah. I feel so bad for her, because I kind of had life like her a bit. But anyway, that's actually have to wait for next episode. So, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. Please like, subscribe, leave me a comment. I'll be reading them and responding. And I will be seeing you later. He's gonna... Oh, he shot me in the leg again! Stop shooting me there! Please! I want to walk! I need that! And the engine is still running. You okay, buddy? I should probably turn that thing off before anybody finds me. Before anybody kills me! Or maybe not. I'll just leave it there.